Hello! So I'm making a new video today because I've had a lot of new people follow me recently, so I wanted to do a little intro. So my name is Jenna. I go by Queen of the Weebs, and that is not a name that I gave myself. My followers gave me that name, so thank you for that. I'm a huge anime and manga fan, and I'm also a massive nerd. When I say I'm a massive nerd, I genuinely am. I love Lord of the Rings, I love Harry Potter, I play Magic the Gathering, I've dabbled in a bit of Dungeons and Dragons, and yeah, I love DC, Marvel, everything nerdy. That is what I am about. So if you're a nerd too, come along and join the party. So I was going to do a answers to commonly asked questions today, but the most commonly asked question in my life is, are you single? The answer to that is maybe. This isn't TikTok dating, so I mean, as much as I appreciate the compliments, I'm not here to talk about my love life or my relationship status, but thanks for the interest. So, but if you want to talk manga, anime, nerd stuff, then by all means feel free to come and join. So instead of answering my commonly asked questions, I'm going to answer one question that I've had from a lot of people that follow me regularly. And even new people that have popped in every now and then ask, what animes do I watch? Now, I've actually watched quite a lot of animes, and there are people out there that have seen a lot more anime than I have. I will catch up. I'm trying anyway. But instead of going through my entire list, because it is a bit long, I will go through my top 5 animes. So this list is my top 5 anime. Not everybody is going to agree with my choices, and that's perfectly fine. If you'd like to share your top 5, by all means leave a comment below, or come and join one of my lives and we can have a chat about it. I'd love that. Or even join my Discord, and we have loads of discussions on there about anime and manga and art and everything nerdy, and even K-pop and J-pop, because I am a huge K-pop fan. I stan Stray Kids, and I will never stop standing Stray Kids because they are the best. Try and convince me otherwise. But yeah, by all means, come along, let me know what you like, and I'd love to hear from you all. So, coming into number 5 for me is Sailor Moon. Now, the reason for this is because I actually watched Sailor Moon for the very first time when I was about 6 years old, and I absolutely fell in love with anime. That was my first real introduction outside of things like Pokemon and Digimon and things like that. So it was my first proper introduction to anime, and I just fell in love with it. It was absolutely beautiful to me. It was the best thing I'd ever seen. Please bear in mind, I was 6 years old, so I know a lot of people are going to be like, oh, it's not the best, whatever. I was 6 years old. To me, it was the most spectacular thing I'd ever seen in my life. I've actually watched it a few more times since then, and I really enjoyed every second of it. I've even got the manga collection on my shelf behind me, and I've read the entire thing. I absolutely loved it, and I'm not gonna lie, it made me cry. Come for me if you want, I don't care. My number 4 anime has to be Death Note. I absolutely loved every second of that anime. Well, maybe that's a bit of an over-exaggeration. Maybe not every second of it, but I really enjoyed it. I just love the fast-paced cat and mouse game between Light and L that's got you on the edge of your seat for every single episode. Your heart will be racing. Is he going to catch him? Is he going to catch him? It's just crazy. It's brilliant. It's mind-twisty. I love every single thing about it. And I'm going to admit, I did not like the ending too much. I didn't like the way it ended, but that's my opinion. I know some people thought it was brilliant. Some people also agree that they didn't like the ending. I mean, if you haven't seen it, what are you doing with your life? Please go and watch it because it's absolutely brilliant. I've got some Death Note figures there, and there's my Death Note collection right there because it's that good. If you have read the Death Note manga and you haven't done so already, I highly recommend reading Death Note short stories, which takes place, I think it's about 5 years after the main story ends and L saves the world. This is set in an alternate reality. It's a very good read. It's a little bit mind-bendy at first because you don't know what the hell's going on, but stick with it. It's brilliant. It actually made me cry. And you might come to know, if you come to my lives regularly, you'll realise that I cry a lot. So that's just me. But yeah, it's my top 4, and I would highly recommend it if you haven't already seen it. Changing pace a little bit, my top 3 anime has to be Yuri on Ice. It is such a feel-good anime. It makes you smile every second. It's so sweet and it's so just beautiful, absolutely beautiful. For me, it's one of my favourites because I've always loved figure skating since I was a little kid. And yeah, so it's just absolutely beautiful and I love every single thing about it. It's such a shame that they cancelled it after the first season because it is brilliant. I am trying so hard, so hard to get the manga because the manga goes further than the anime, obviously. But I cannot find it anywhere. I cannot find it anywhere. So if anybody can find it, please send it to me because I really want it. You don't actually have to send it to me, but like I would love that manga. It would literally make my life because I want to see where the story goes and how it ends. And I really wish that they would make more of the anime because it was just brilliant. My number 2 anime has to be Tokyo Ghoul. Now, I know a lot of people have said that season 1 was fire and that it just falls off from season 2 onwards. But I personally loved every second of it. I loved every single second of it, every season of it, every episode was brilliant. The fight scenes were amazing. The story was captivating and relatable. I absolutely loved that anime. It was brilliant. I have the manga for it as well. I want to get some anime figures of it, and I've even got an art piece done by the amazing Shafe Art, who is here on TikTok. I would highly recommend him. I've probably said his name wrong. If I have, I am so sorry, my love. But I would highly recommend his work. I actually have a Tokyo Ghoul piece that is hung in my room. I might add it on to the end of this video so that you guys can see it because it is absolutely spectacular. But yeah, Tokyo Ghoul to me was brilliant. I loved every second of it. I loved the story. The pacing may need a little bit of work, but still, I thought it was brilliant. I'm collecting the manga for it right now. I loved it. If you don't like it, that's fine. That's absolutely fine. I don't mind that. You don't have to like everything I like. That's absolutely fine. But to me, it was brilliant. My number 1 anime, and yes, I know a lot of people are going to say it's such a cliche, but my number 1 anime is Naruto. It's just brilliant. I've heard the arguments about the pacing. Yes, the pacing is not the best. I will give you that. And yes, you could probably watch the entire season cutting out all of the filler, which will save you a lot of time. I completely agree with that. But it doesn't stop it from being a fire anime and one of my all-time favourites. The fact that Naruto uses the pain that he experiences without even understanding why he is being treated the way he is. He doesn't use that to destroy the village or to hate on everyone. He uses it as a driving force to reach his goal. And that is really inspiring to me, and I really resonate with that in a character because it's just brilliant. He absolutely transformed the ninja world, which was something he set out to do from day one. And let's be honest, to begin with, when you're watching it, you're thinking to yourself, no, he's never going to achieve this. But then as he grows, you start rooting for him, and you can't tell me that you don't. You absolutely do root for him because you can see the drive and the determination in him. It's fantastic. The fights are brilliant. The stories, the messages that each episode are giving, absolutely on point, on fire, love it. It will always be one of my favourites. And I think for me, unless something absolutely brilliant comes along that knocks it out, it will always be my number 1. It was one of the big 4 for a reason, people. And I don't think that's ever going to change. Okay, so that was my top 5. And I am very aware that not everybody will agree with that. And that's completely fine. Everybody's entitled to their own opinion. If we all had the exact same likes and dislikes, life would be so boring and we'd never have anything to talk about. So please feel free to leave in the comments what your top 5 are, or come to one of my lives and we'll have a chat about it. I'd love that. Join my Discord and debate with us. It's absolutely fun over there. There's so much going on and you'd love it. There's a little something for everyone there. I promise you that. If you want to join the Nerdisms, come and join my Weebdom. I go live most nights at 8 p.m. GMT. I would love to have you all there. Everybody is always welcome. We do not discriminate. We do not judge. Everybody is always there. Please come and join my Weebdom, and thank you so much to everybody who has followed me so far and has come to all my lives and has sent me gifts. I really, really appreciate it. I appreciate all of you. I wouldn't be doing this if it wasn't for you guys. And thank you for always making it fun. Have a great day, everyone. Take care.